What's good, YouTube? Sorry it's been a while since I made a video. Just been really busy with things, finally home for the summer, hanging out with friends and things like that. I can't make it Gen Con Indy, but I promised one of my friends that I'd post on my deck list of what I probably would be running if I went. And without further ado, here's the deck. One Gorz, one Caius, one Sangin, double Debris Dragon, 3 Tengus, double Lone Fire, 1 Dandelion, 1 Glow Bulb, a Spore. Main deck Titanial. Titanial is just a big monster that if you don't draw it, it's probably one of the best cards in the game. A Titanial with Dandelion tokens is very hard to get over, and basically the opponent's only outs would be Mirror Force, Dark Hole, and shit like that. So yeah, main deck 1 Titanial. It also is apparent to me to be like a West Coast thing, but I'm not really sure, because since coming back to the West Coast, I see a lot of people on the West Coast maining Titanial, while on the East Coast, almost no one runs it. 2 Veilers, 1 Needlefish and Granmole. I like this card because it goes over a lot of monsters that you normally wouldn't be able to get over, like synchro-wise, and it combos well with being able to be gotten from Sangin and the 1 Limit Reverse you have in the main deck. 2 Raikos. Another reason why I'm not going to Gen Con Indy is I couldn't get 2 tour guides, and the 2 tour guides would have been the Raikos. So since I don't have tour guides, I decided to just run the Raikos instead. 1 Trunade, double MST, a book, an enemy controller, double Avarice, 1 Foolish Burial, 1 for 1, Monster Reborn, Dark Hole. Torrential Tribute, 1 Call, 1 Limit Reverse, 1 Dust Tornado, 1 Solemn, double Warning, 1 Mirror Force, and double D Prison. I decided on double D Prison just because TGs are starting to pick up popularity, and D Prison just removes them from play so they don't get their effects during the end phase. And I actually had a Maxi mained over the second D Prison, but being over here, there's apparently a lot of stun anti-meta decks where I'm at right now, so the D Prison just worked a lot better for me instead of maining the Maxi. Onto the extra deck. I mean, 1 Utopia for when I draw that extra Tengu. It's just nice to be able to summon the Tengu, go into a level 4, or if they Fetch Veiler your Debris Dragon, there's a level 4 where you can exceed into him. 2 Formulas, 1 Army Arm, 1 Catastor, 1 Librarian, 1 Brionic, 1 Iron Chain. If tour guides are in the main deck, this is probably going to be cut out for a Gaia Knight or just any other synchro monsters that you can. Most preferably, I'd like a level 6 just because Brionic, you don't a lot of times don't want to go into level 6 and you like baiting stuff out by going into an Iron Chain or things like that. 1 Black Rose, 1 Ancient Fairy Dragon, 1 Stardust Dragon, 1 Colossal Fighter, 1 Scrap Dragon, 1 Trishula, 1 Shooting Star, a D-Mok, and 1 Yada. For the side deck, I decided the Chimera Tech, just couldn't find the room to put in my extra deck, so I had to side them. 2 Cyber Dragons, 1 Banisher. I used to run 2, cut it down to 1 just because I got really tired of summoning Banisher and having a Tengu run over it. So and 1's been working really well for me. I really only side it if I'm going second versus plants against someone that I know likes setting a lot of cards turn 1. And if I draw on the Banisher, most likely just summon the Banisher, run over whatever they set, whether it be a Sangin, Dandelion, or things that involve the graveyard. Most of the time I just side in versus Water Synchro. I side 2 Breakers. This is probably the best card in my side deck at the moment. With all the stun that I've been seeing running around, having Breakers is nice because you can just summon Breaker, destroy a backfield, and also the fact that you run Tengus, it's another Exceed material for Utopia. 2 Thunder Kings, the Maxi, 1 DD Crow, 2 Fairy Winds. Fairy Winds, they could be Chain Whirlwinds. I've actually been liking Chain Whirlwinds through testing just for the fact that I side in 2 Banishers, so I can just Banisher, Break, and then Chain Whirlwind. But at the moment, I don't have any Chain Whirlwind, so until I get those, I'm gonna be running Draywinds. 2 bottomless trap holes. They work well against the Sun matchup, the GK matchup, TGs, and just decks that summon any like high beater monsters. And last card is Royal Oppression. I really like Royal Oppression just because I side into stun a lot, and the oppression really doesn't hurt me. And if anything, I'll let my opponent get rid of the oppression for me, and then after they get rid of it, I'll just go off. So yeah, that's just my updated plant list. Just posting it up for one of my friends that wanted to check out my deck list to see if he'll use it for Gen Con Indy. But yeah, wish I can go, but I will be going to Toronto and I will be going to Columbus. So hopefully that makes up for me not going to Gen Con. But the flight was just too much, and I didn't want to pay for the badge and just pay for a badge, hotel, and all those other like expensive things like that. But if you have any questions about the deck or any comment or any questions or anything like that, leave a comment down below. Feel free to inbox me, send me a message about what you feel I should change. Maybe if you have some input on the deck, just leave something down below. Other than that, good day.